This is my father, Andre, and he wanted to see a picture of himself as an old man. How old are you, Dad?
Oh, just close to European way or this way here?
Oh, the European way, Dad.
89.
And in America, what do they think you are?
87.
87. Where were you born, Dad?
Cluj, Romania.
What year and month?
It was 1926.
You were born in 1926?
April 29, 1926.
Here's my dad. Right now, he's sitting in an assisted living facility. And we just came back from dinner. Dad's not well, but he keeps on going. And he's here to talk to you a little bit about his experiences. My dad didn't talk to us as we were growing up about the Holocaust. He married my mother, who's an American, in 1952. And they had 4 children, and although we knew my father was a survivor of four concentration camps.
Auschwitz, Birkenau, Bochum was twice, and Bochum.
Bochum. None of the survivors, when they came to this country, talked about their experiences, did they, Dad?
No.
What year did you go back to Auschwitz, Dad?
I went back to Auschwitz probably 1944, early March.
That was the year you went to Auschwitz?
Yeah.
But first, what did they do to the Jewish people in Cluj, Romania?
In Cluj, Romania, they put them in a ghetto. We had the population on Cluj was 250,000 and 32,000 was Jewish people. However, 2,000 people survived.
And were you in, they put you in a brick factory?
They put us on the ground of a brick factory. No shelter, no toilet, no water, nothing.
And how long were you in that brick factory?
I was there for quite a few months.
With your mother?
Yeah, mother and yeah, and I think.
And your brothers and sisters?
No, all my siblings were there.
And you were there for a few months?
Few months.
And then that was a place where they moved the Jews to?
From my city.
From your city to?
And then what happened, they advertised that for us to volunteer and get out of the ghetto because we're going to go to a nice place, we're going to have good shelter, we're going to have good food. And many people started leaving, and letters came back, dear so-and-so, we have a marvelous place, and don't worry, just keep coming. And that was strictly a ploy. I didn't believe it. I told my family, let's don't rush.
What happened? You were forced to leave the detention camp in Romania?
Oh, sure. They just knocked on my door midnight, and they said, you're Jews, you have 10 minutes time to...
That was when they moved you to the
ghetto.
To the ghetto. And then when you left the ghetto, what year was that, Dad?
The year was 1944.
And they moved your family, and
family,
you were on
everybody.
a train, and they moved you to...
After traveling over 12 days without food, without weather, we arrived in Auschwitz-Birkenau.
Did you ever see that sign on the camp that said Arbach macht frei?
Yes, I sure did.
You remember that?
Yes. That means labor makes your life easy.
Dad, was that the last time you saw your mom and your siblings?
As soon as we arrived in Birkenau, actually, there was Dr. Mengele with a baton in his hand, and he was pointing to the right and to the left, and old people, mothers with small children, they all left to the right, and younger people my age, they were ordered to stand on the left side.
And that was the last time you saw...
That was the last time I saw my family.
Your mother...
I forgot to mention that my father in 1942, the Hungarian army introduced a bill that all men from age 18 to 60 must report to the Hungarian army, and my father was one of them.
He was in the labor camp, Dad,
He
right?
was in the labor camp.
Was that called the Munkazolgalat?
What?
Was it called the Munkazolgalat, the labor camp?
They just, okay, again, I have to mention something here that in 1943, my father came home and we were jubilant. But then my father said, don't be jubilant about, I'm home for one day only, and if I don't return next day, they're going to kill your family. And my father had a feeling, let's go and have a family picture. And this is the picture, what you see here. And we went to the photographer, she took a picture of us. And then after liberation, I went back to this photographer and I asked, maybe she has a negative from us. He said, no, look, Andre, I took thousands of pictures, but I'm going to look for it. 2 weeks later, a big smile on her face. Andre, I located the negative. And this is the picture was developed, what you see right here.
And I'm going to take a picture of it when I show it at Auschwitz, Dad, or in Krakow, Poland.
Yeah.
And that's the picture of your family.